Hello, I'm Lori Alvarez, and I welcome you to Real Estate with Soul, the podcast. This is where I will share my story, knowledge, wisdom, and the legacy in real estate, and my family, all boldly wrapped up in one with you. So let's get started. All right. Hey, it's Lori Alvarez and
Amy
sister.
Cruz.
Yes, you're here.
Hello.
Excellent. So it's been 2 weeks, right, since our last recording. What have you been up to in the last 2 weeks? What'd you do with the kids?
With the kids.
Well, in general, what have you been up to?
I'm selling real estate.
Yeah, we've been busy.
My kids have been hanging out with mom and dad.
Yeah. No, you guys went on some
we did
dinosaur thing.
Yeah, I did take the boys to a Jurassic Park dinosaur drive-through. It was real cute.
Yeah.
Connor loved it.
Yeah, I could see if you're not following her on Facebook, you can find her on Facebook and all the cute pictures of her and her sweetness. Yes, her little babies. So what was I up to?
Yeah, what were you doing?
It's been kind of interesting in the last 2 weeks. We've been busy with real estate, right? We've been listing properties and getting like 30 offers per property. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
30 offers per property.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And properties are selling for like 40 and 50,000 over price.
Yep.
It's just that market. And I know on the last podcast, we talked about, is the market gonna crash? And I just think that that's so interesting because we still have no inventory.
Yeah.
No. And the inventory is slowly increasing.
I feel like we're on a steady pace where like 2, maybe 3 hit the market about every week.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Right?
I would agree with you. Yeah, especially hyper local to where we are and what market we're watching.
Where we're at for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, and you especially know because you're helping buyers in very specific neighborhoods.
Right.
And you're saying, hey, buyer, there's only 2 for you to look at this week.
Yeah.
Because the buyers are picky, aren't they?
I mean, and they have every right to be, right? It's a big purchase.
Yeah. Especially the second home purchases.
Yeah, definitely. So, it's not a lot to look at and yet still want to be a little picky about it.
Yeah. Well, I agree with them for sure. Totally. I know myself personally. The other thing I've been doing, yes, I went to race car driving school. That was so fun.
I know. I saw your post. It looked like you guys had a blast.
It was so fun. That was in Salinas up north. I'll give a big shout out to Skip Barber Race School. They are fantastic.
Cool.
And they took great care of us. So a big shout out to them. They have like the whole fire retardant suit and they had Mustangs that were out there racing. It was a blast. And they learned how to drive this way and that way and how to understeer and oversteer. Oh, so cool.
That was really cool.
Very cool. And for those parents out there that are listening, they have the same driving school for your teenagers that are getting your licensing. Yeah. Okay. Super cool, right?
Yeah.
So big shout out to Skip Barber Race School in Salinas, California. Fantastic. It was a lot of fun and the racetrack was phenomenal.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Maybe next time invite, your sister, whatever.
Yeah. You know what? So here's a great bonus. One of the guys that was there, his boss sent him there as a bonus for the fantastic year they had.
Wow. See, there you go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think you'd be scared to death to drive fast.
No way.
I would
saying. Totally love it. I drive like a grandma now because I've got babies in the car. But if my babies weren't in the car and it was
watch out,
type
people.
Of scenario.
Watch out. Don't drive next to her. She'd be crazy, she just said.
Remember, I used to have a red convertible Mustang too, sister.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes, my red convertible Mustang goes so fast. I love it.
Yeah.
So what else have I been doing though? In the midst of all of that, I've been renovating my rental property we just closed on.
Which, speaking of, did you post any pictures of it yet? Everybody is waiting for those.
I know. So it's funny that you asked that. If you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Lori Alvarez and team for the Instagram business page. My personal is boldly Lori Alvarez and then Amy Cruz Fit Realtor, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Anyways, yes, I know. I've had many people ask me like, hey, we want to see the big kitchen reveal. So let's talk about this. Everyone keeps asking, and we talked about it, right? Like, Oh, the market's going to crash. Oh, the market's going to crash. Let me give you a big insight, my personal insight in this. There is no inventory. We have a housing crisis. We
Yeah.
truly have a housing crisis.
Yeah.
We have so many buyers, and not only buyers, but renters who can't even find a home.
So many renters. It's so challenging. Multiple applications on listing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes. And so look, here's the deal. We have a true housing crisis right here where we are. We have no inventory. We have no homes. I mean, personally, in our personal life, my father-in-law, who is 83 years old, has to move out of his house.
I know.
And we're trying to find him a rental.
Yeah.
And so truly what we intend to do is buy another investment property so we can move them into a property and help them out. So do I think it's a great time to buy? Yeah, I do.
Definitely.
I really do.
Definitely.
Is it competitive? You better believe it. Are interest rates fantastic? You better believe it. Are interest rates on the rise? They sure are.
Yep. Slowly.
They are. I have my lender that I work with all the time. He puts out a daily email to me to let me know what interest rates are doing. And continuously, I'm seeing them slowly rise.
Just a little bit.
Now, get this. We're still at historic lows.
Yeah. Still fantastic.
Historic lows. So here's the deal. I just finished renovating my rental property. We bought it and closed on it January.
I think it was right before your anniversary, I think.
Yeah. We'll call it January 31st because that was our anniversary.
Yeah.
23 years, right? That's what I'm married, 23 years. Okay.
Nice.
Anyways. So we closed on it January 31st. Our first payment is not due because yes, we financed it, right? We put 25% down because the interest rate was so much better. We're doing a 30-year fixed rate. Our payment on that property is $1,300 a month.
It's not bad.
Yeah, right. However, we have an HOA, so it's another $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
So total payment on it is like $2,000 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
We're renting it out for $26.50 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. $26.50 a month. We did a complete renovation on it. Why? We didn't have to. It looked great.
Yeah.
I mean, the carpet was ugly upstairs, but other than that, it looked great.
Yeah, it did.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm just that person.
I mean, a fresh coat of paint would have gone a long way for it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like to make sure that my property is something I would live in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, my property is better than my house.
For the upgrades, yes. Size, no.
Correct. And that's the truth, right? Okay. So it's so modern and up to date now. How many of you have houses that are totally did them 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago? I did. And now I'm like, man.
It's all out of style now.
It's totally out of style.
Now this is old school.
It totally is.
We're getting old.
So here's the deal, right? What did we do? So what did we do for a renovation? Well, like you said, have I posted the pictures? We put a brand new kitchen in it. It is so pretty. Quartz countertops, glass black tile splash, soft closing kitchen cabinets. They're white. They are white, so bright white. I'm feeling my tenant when he moves out because they're brand new. And I'm like, how is he going to return them to me?
Right.
Like that. Because he did ask.
We're watching you.
Yeah, because he does intend to buy a house with us next year. So he's like, I'm only going to be hanging out with you for a year, Lori, and then I'm going to buy a house with you guys. Right. And so this house is just immaculate, right? Brand new kitchen, brand new bathrooms. We did not do the showers or the bathtubs.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yes, we did not. We put a beautiful, clean paint stain on them, right? Yeah. We did that. That's the big thing right now. Yeah. I do want to upgrade both bathrooms in about 5 years. Yeah, I will. We did put new vanities in the bathrooms.
Oh, that makes a big difference.
Yes, we did put new vanities in the bathrooms, new countertops, new sinks. We did that. We did gorgeous tile floor all upstairs.
Oh.
And we did a beautiful wood floor upstairs as well. We put tile in the bathrooms.
And then wood for the bedrooms.
And then wood. Yes, it feels great too. It's so pretty. And our contractor was able to match it to the existing wood floor that was already in the house.
Downstairs, right?
Yes.
It's a 2-story.
Yeah, it's a 2-story home. And so it just really, like, it looked fantastic the other night.
Yeah, I would like to see some photos.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Jeez, they're so demanding. Here's the thing though, like there's all this extra stuff you still have to do. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I chose to do, right?
Yeah.
Light fixtures. We had to put new light fixtures in.
That makes a big difference too, changing those fixtures out.
Yeah. We got some really cool modern ones too.
Nice.
They looked, yeah, I love them. They're so sparkly and pretty and, very modern. New faucets. I mean, let me just give you the checklist.
Yeah.
Faucets, plumbing. What else did we have? Light fixtures. Oh, blinds. We need to put blinds in. We couldn't just give them the house with no window treatments.
Right.
I mean, you could. You're not obligated, landlord, to do that.
Yeah.
But we wanted to put some nice window treatments in, right? So window treatments. What else did we have to do? What else do I still? Oh, I have to go get all the fresh faceplate covers, right?
Yeah.
We have a couple that we missed, so we got to put those in.
Okay.
Luckily, we didn't need to do any plumbing. Thank goodness.
That's
no
good.
plumbing.
Yeah.
Yep. Because we had a very thorough home inspection and plumbing inspection. That was big to me. I wanted a plumbing inspection. And I have a plumber that I trust, that I like to work with. And he did a great plumbing inspection. And there's no issues. And then our home inspector that we've been working with for 20 years now as well did a fantastic home inspection. No major issues on it.
Yeah.
Right. We did find a little leak in the roof. And because this is an attached townhouse in a PUD community, a planned unit community, the association is going to be repairing that leak. So we don't have to worry about the roof.
Such a bonus. I know sometimes it seems like that HOA is like, such a big hit, but really it covers a lot. And when it's going to cover the roof for you, I think that's really such a great benefit.
Yeah. It's funny because, like I said, our sister, our family called us because they weren't interested in our property at all.
Yeah.
They needed a property and we really need something with a downstairs bedroom because grandpa doesn't have the ability to go up the stairs. Right.
Yeah.
And they're having such a tough time finding a property. They called us and they're like, oh my gosh, is your property still available? I think we're going to work it out. And we're like, sorry, we just leased it out.
Man.
Yeah. And I leased it out for what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to put it on the market. One of our great clients took it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
We've been working with them for years. We love them. And so we just were excited to be able to provide a great home for him.
Right.
Like I wanted it to be move-in ready for him.
Yeah.
We had to get it cleaned too. Last minute, I was like, oh, shoot, there's drywall dust all over the house. We got to get it clean.
Yeah.
That's the type of landlord we are. Do you have to be that type of landlord?
No, I guess not.
Do I want to work with the type of landlord that doesn't want to go over the top for them? No. Do I want to live in a house where a landlord doesn't really care for a property?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. I as we go through this story and this adventure for my husband and I, because our first investment property required nothing but paint. We painted it on the inside and made it look nice and neat, and that was it.
Yeah.
It had already done a kitchen renovation, a bathroom renovation, so there was no work to be done on it. And it had fresh carpet in it upstairs, nice tile floor downstairs. So there was no work to be done on that one. So that one was really easy. This one was we had to do the work, but I wanted to do the work.
Yeah.
Right? Because I wanted to achieve top dollar out of the property. Because I believe if you provide a property that is in top-notch condition, you're going to get a tenant who appreciates that and wants that, and they're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
I truly believe that because there are just people out there that I don't understand them, but they don't want to buy real estate.
No, I don't get it.
They don't make sense to us. And there are people out there
Right.
who don't want to buy real estate and they want to rent. And so we're totally like, okay, we love you. Come and rent our
Let's
property.
go find you a rental then.
Yes. And they have rented and very excited. There's just a few minor things. So, why was I brave enough, my husband and I brave enough to go out and buy another rental property in a market where everyone says it's crashing? Why do you think I was, sister?
I think you came across a great opportunity.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, you got that condo for, I think, a good deal.
Mhm.
You did have to overbid for it, right?
Only by $888.
That's a good deal. How'd you do that?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
You know what? So here's the interesting thing. I agree with you, right? Because just across the townhouse from our townhouse is another one, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Ours is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. The other one is 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. And guess what? It's on the market for $424.
And remind everybody what you
Oh,
bought
that's
yours
right.
for?
I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you for asking that question. $415,888.
What a steal in this market. They better hire us, huh?
I'm just saying. You know what? So here's the deal. Like, okay, so you asked that question. How did I do that? I bought during not the highest of buying seasons, to be completely honest, right? I bought in December. Who buys houses in December?
Yeah, it was right at Christmas time.
Our clients buy houses in December. That's who buys houses in December.
Yep.
Because we're like, you're not going to have as much competition because there isn't as many people out there.
It's really, in my opinion, I think it's the best time. That's like the best month.
It is
November, December.
And I buy in December. It's just when I buy.
Yeah.
Plus, I get to avoid the fact that my taxes are now paid. And like I have all these lending things that work out perfect for me in December.
Yeah.
That allow for me to, boom, buy a great property, get a great price. And I only had 4 other offers I had to compete against. Right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'll go $888 over the list price. If we don't get it, we don't get it. It's just an investment property. It's not the end of the world. And we got it. Right?
That's pretty awesome. Do you know what the other offers were at?
No, that's a great question. I did not ask.
Curious.
I did not ask what the other offers were. I did, however, ask if we got it, and we did.
Yeah.
I was very excited about it. And we did follow up on it. And we did go look at other properties while we were had an offer out on this one. So
Yeah.
yes, buyers, you can still continue. And we encourage you
Right. Yeah.
to continue, go looking for other properties. Don't just wait. Oh my gosh, I want this house so bad. And you wait. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Continue to look. It makes for a great purchase.
Definitely.
Because we looked at another one and I really wanted the other one. I was like, oh, he'll love it. I want my husband. It was in San Dimas. It was a single story, a great location. And I was like so excited. And I was really hoping my husband would be like, yeah, let's do that one. The numbers were only going to change by about $500. So
Yeah.
it was a good, and we looked at it and we're like, no way. Looks like it has a cracked foundation. Looks like it needs a ton of work. I mean, it needed a total renovation.
Yeah. Didn't look like that online though, right?
No, it didn't.
Which is something that's
Amy's buyer's tip.
Oh gosh, yes. It's so important. It may look great on the photos online, and when you get there, it could possibly look totally different.
All my listings look fantastic online.
All of yours do, yes.
If you have a Lori's listing, you look amazing
You're gonna
online.
look good online and in person.
Well, some of them don't look great in person, right?
Well, I guess there's
to each his own.
Yeah,
every person, right?
Right.
Every person does, but you can't tell from pictures whether or not it's just the right house. You got to go out and physically look at it. So, do you go look at the entire market? No.
You only want to look at homes that really fit your needs.
Right.
If you know you need at least 2 bedrooms and at least 2 baths, don't go look at a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Right.
Like, don't even entertain it.
Right.
Because you know it's not right.
Right. Yep. especially with COVID still so
Yeah.
on the height right now,
Yeah.
and people are so particular about you coming into their house, and we want to just respect that.
Right.
So, you might want to have your agent call, be like, wow, it has everything except the extra bath. Hey, AIM, could you put a call into the listing agent and see if there's somewhere that we could potentially put an extra bath?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And a great listing agent's going to be like, oh, well, of course, buyer verify all information.
Of course.
However, you might check this spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
This might work. You should come out and take a look at it.
Right.
Right. That is what you do. Sometimes you'll discover that houses don't really have what they say they have in the MLS.
Right.
Or on
That
Zillow.
does happen from time to time.
Yeah. So we encourage you to take the time to do the research on what it is you're working to purchase, because you're working and we're working for you and we're here to help you make that happen. Right.
Yep.
And if you have a way open criteria, because so many people do right now, because they're like, I can live anywhere. I work from home.
Such a luxury now.
Yeah.
It really is.
And it makes it nice because it allows for what our housing crisis was, when a person would come to us and say, I can only buy in San Dimas, Laverne, or Glendora. Okay, we have 6 houses to choose from. Which one of these 6 work?
Yeah. It's not a lot.
But when you say I can work from anywhere, then you got 40 houses to choose from.
Really opens up your variety.
Yeah. So that has been a little bit of a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Been a little bit of a benefit. But with regards to my investment property, I bought it. I thought it was a great fit for what we needed. And guess what? I got the rents that I thought I would get, and I'm super happy with it. And I feel great about it.
Yeah.
And, we did renovations that we didn't have to do. We chose to do because we wanted this house to be in fantastic condition when the tenant moved in.
Yeah.
And I just discerned. I literally, like right now, I have my email set up for an MLS search on exactly what I want for my next property next December.
Yeah.
So my criteria, right, is 3 bedrooms or more, 2 baths or more. We're going to step into the single family world.
Yeah.
And we want 1,400 square feet or more.
Yeah.
At a price point of $450 or less. And that is doable.
That's tough, but doable.
I have a willingness to have all my criteria. I've set my radius for where I want to go. No more than 25 miles. I don't want to travel beyond an hour to take care of my investment property.
Right.
Makes great sense for me. You'll decide for you. How far am I willing to go? I'm going to have one of our preferred lenders on in about 3 weeks. We're going to have him on, and he's been investing out of state. And people are like interested. My husband keeps saying, babe, what if we bought something out of state? I'm not up to that idea.
Neither am I. I'm not crazy about it.
I'm not against it. I mean, there are plenty of people out there that it makes great sense for.
Yeah. Definitely.
I just don't want the additional work. Now, I will invest in a beach property out of country, to be completely honest, because I want to have a retirement property over there.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's a little different, right? Because it's more of a residence for you.
Yes. So but it's still going to be an investment property because I actually would like to make this purchase this year.
Okay.
That's the next purchase I would really like to do.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to do that is because I want someone else to pay it off in rents so that when I move in it,
it's paid for.
It's paid for.
That would be pretty awesome.
So I got to get on that, right?
Yeah.
You got to timeline your life and go like, oh, okay, what do you want to do? How do you want to do this? I loved what someone said the other day. I was listening to another podcast. And this podcast, they said, I thought about investing in other ways. And my mindset just wandered every time I looked at other investments. And I just wasn't interested. And I thought, he's so right. That's how I am. I love real estate. I love looking at houses. I loved putting together this house.
Yeah, I can tell you had a lot of fun with it.
I really enjoyed it. And it was just, and I'm ready for my next project,
Yeah.
right? I'm ready for it.
You can do some stuff at my house if you want.
No, thank you. No, thank you. My husband is wanting us to run out and buy another property for our father-in-law. So I think that we're going to do it sooner than we expected.
Yeah.
So I might have to compete with those $40,000 over list price offers.
Yikes.
What is our buyer and seller tips for today? What's a great buyer tip when investing in real estate?
A great buyer tip. I would say make sure you have your buyer representation.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes. What's buyer representation?
So having that buyer's agent represent you.
Yes.
It's not a benefit to go straight to a listing agent when there's so many other things that you can negotiate.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're already overbidding for a home. So let's keep as much power as we can.
Oh, but come on. If I go straight to the listing agent, I'll get a better deal.
No, you won't. No,
You're
you
not.
won't.
You're not going to get any better deal. You're not. Oh, you may. And if you do, you got an unscrupulous agent.
Yeah.
So, I don't know,
maybe not. There's some good ones.
Yeah. We have nothing against going direct to a listing agent.
Right.
But we encourage you to find a great agent that's working for you.
Right.
Right. And we have a great buyers academy that can give you lots of great tips.
Yep. Check it out.
Where's that at again?
LoriAlvarez.net.
LoriAlvarez.net. Seller tip. Seller tip. Hey, guys, I want to really remind you, you have so much hidden, unknown equity in your property right now. You are like, I didn't even know my house was worth that much. And so if you truly have considered investing in real estate or thinking about it, or you love to look at real estate and move through real estate, and you could see yourself like we did, being excited about the ability to provide a home for someone else.
Yeah.
That's really how we felt about it. We're like so excited to know that we're putting a family in a safe space, right?
Yeah. Right.
That we believe is to be safe and comfortable and offer them everything that they want. Well, let me tell you, if you think you don't have the money, you might be surprised at how much unknown equity you have in your house right now, because houses are out of control in pricing.
Seriously.
And they're jumping up and jumping up. I'll give you a great example. Did you see the newest listing in San Dimas in my neighborhood?
Not yet.
Yeah. That newest listing is priced. Let me tell you all, I live in a neighborhood where my house is worth about, well, I thought it was worth about $750,000. But the neighbor down the street just listed their house under $1 million. So
what?
I'm just saying, if they sell for $1 million, I'm really gonna hop and rock and roll on my house.
I'm only a couple neighborhoods away, so wow. I gotta check that out.
Here's another seller tip. Crazy pricing isn't gonna get your house sold, even in a crazy market.
For sure. I'm going to tell my buyer, no, let's go find something else.
So those are our buyer seller tips for you. Oh, this month, the boss made an executive decision. We're doing a drive-by taco event.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just switched that up on us.
Yeah, that's how I am. So we're going to do a fun drive-by taco event. We're going to offer you a taco dinner. You drive right by our house. Well, when, Lori? Check out our website. Those details are still all coming together.
They're coming together, yeah.
And if you want to get put on our email list so that you get those details, feel free to send us an email at help@lorialvarez.net. We'll get you added to the email list. And of course, don't miss the podcast blog, Real Estate with Soul. We do a great job with that. Anything else we need to tell them about? Oh, next week, we're going to have a business owner on as a guest. She is one of our clients. She started her fashion website where she sells fashion.
So cool.
Yes. From home. That's why we're talking about it, because she started it in her home, her real estate. And we've been able to help her leap it right into brick and mortar. When everyone thinks it's not possible during COVID, to keep your business moving forward, she sure has. And she's really grown. So we're going to have her on next week as a guest. I'm super excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's got some great stuff too. Her name is Ashley Guzman. So very excited to have her on, and you'll find her on Instagram as well, and we'll have all those details for you next week.
Awesome.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think we got it all. That's it. Check us out at LoriAlvarez.net and just call me 909-227-4196. Thanks so much.